Hey everybody, to Jew22 here, and welcome to Season 13 of the Madden series. It's been a while since I've done this, but I wanted to change pace here, but also um, I'm happy to say that the family gathering was not as long as I thought it would be, but I had to protect against it. But other than that, though, I hope everyone's having a good time. And in the meantime, let me share this with those on Discord. Give me a second. Oh, let me do this really quick. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. Just wanted to let the notification squad know. All right, let's see. Who do we have in the chat? Okay. Okay, still okay. Well, nonetheless though, I hope you guys are having a good time. And let me take the time to just checking my messages, folks.
Get your wins where you can.
Well, of course I hate those stupid commercials. Little bit of a musical interlude. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and uh, well, I don't have really much a lot to talk about other than the fact that I did have a nice time with family, and I did have a nice time. Um, the main course for that one was pancakes. But hey, what's up, Paul? And Paul, I'm happy to say that you're making your Madden debut, man. But anyway, how's it going, man? And we'll officially start at the 10-minute mark. But how you doing, man? But I also realize that some people are still watching, Blaze's show, and that's understandable. And hey, I'm happy, man. Hmm. But nonetheless, though, I mean, it's not just going to be Paul. I mean, there's 39 other players divvied up to four different teams, and of course, these were the four teams that made the Final Four of the previous season. Of course, we'll get to those who did it this past season. Anyway, researching to try to get an MLB podcast going. Hey, dude, if you're interested, uh, if you're interested, I do have a what is it, a MLB The Show series, which I do. So if you're interested in that, of course, it's in the middle of a season. So if you want to be on for next season, let me know. And no worries, Paul. I will let you know, or Frostbite, whatever you wish to be called. Um, I will let you know, my friend. In fact, you'll know just soon enough. In fact, you'll know in about 4.5 minutes. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll have to find someone to replace them with you, but that's a road that we'll go down pretty soon. But oh, hang on a moment. Oh yeah, let me turn down my notifications. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I'm definitely interested in oh shoot in bringing you in. Of course, I am taking this particular weekend to to take off from wrestling. Just got drafted Otani on my Mets team. Interesting. I didn't realize that. I mean, of course, the Mets have had two World Championships. Definitely more than the Sacramento Kings have ever won. Although they did win one back in Rochester, but again, that was eons ago. Oh yes, Azriel Black. Hey, what's up, man? Otani and oh you mean is this fantasy baseball or is this on MLB The Show? Um, Frostbite. Anyway, and also Azriel Black, you'll know is soon enough. I'm just waiting for the 10-minute mark to start, at least for my end, though. Um, you'll know soon enough, but I have a feeling you're gonna like what you're gonna see. But also, what's up, Wally, on your MLB 9 innings game? I'm gonna have to look that up. But well, now I'm gonna have to make some changes where I have to change the guy's name from Crimson Ninja to As Real Black. Not to mention a couple of other changes, but I'll mention those really quickly. Actually, you know what? I think it's close enough though. I was waiting for a crowd to come in, but I also realized that not um, everybody's here. Just had a great series against the Phillies. What team? Well, that's two people that have asked. Well, actually, three people. I think that's enough. So uh, let's do the draft. Now, of course, unlike other drafts I've done in the past where it would be done in real time, I'm just going to show you what each team drafted, or rather the four teams that are involved, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to start with starting with the runner-ups in the 2021 season's conference finals, and go from there all the way down to the last Super Bowl champions, or the ones before the last ones. And I'll say, hey, what's up, Triple B? So we're going to start with the San Francisco 49ers. So let's take a look at who they selected. Hey, what's up, Patty? All right, so let's go to the 49ers. And out of all the teams that needed a quarterback, only one team really, really needed one, and that was the 49ers. So let's take a look at who we did get. And we start off with Peppermint Patty. Yeah. All right, so we start off with Adrian Chambly, also a 49er fan. So clearly he was meant for this one as cornerback. Then we have James Gamer at halfback. Then we have Atticus Black, also at cornerback. So, I mean, when you combine him and Chambly, that's a very good shutdown duo. But then you have me to Jew 22, or TJ Toad, excuse me. Then you have Shadow Knight at defensive tackle. And then, well, now I'm going to have to change his name to Azrael Black, but Crimson Ninja is now the quarterback for the 49ers. In fact, while I'm at it, may as well change his name. I don't know if you have any reactions to that there, Mr. Crimson Ninja San. The House of Dom. Yep, the House of Black will dump. All right. So other than that, you're still the same. And this version of Azrael Black is left-handed, so that should help. All right. So now you also have a free safety in Jennifer Riley. So now you have a great secondary that should shut him down. But then you also have your friend Munchie. So yes, Munchie's in this. Deidre Lewis, whatever you wish to call her, but Munchie, Deidre Lewis. Then you have Patty Chase at punter, because they needed a punter really badly. Yeah, well, I have her as Crushing Kelly, by the way. Unless you wanted me to change it. If so, then she'd have to tell me herself. But yeah, Crushing Kelly, there she is, as a wide receiver. I mean, they already had a wide receiver with Debo Samuel, but with Crushing Kelly, that should definitely open things up for her and for Debo Samuel. But yeah, there you have it. There's the 49ers. So Azrael, what do you think of the team that you do have? And yes, that includes me in there. But we'll go to our next team. Now, of course, the Chiefs did win the Super Bowl this year, but the season before that, they finished just short. And of course, they have Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, because of course they do. And of course, they have Tyreek Hill, which they had before they traded him. But look who they do have. They have RSTV making his debut. Diamond Light at cornerback. Then you have a linebacking core that includes JT Price, Brandon Cuevas, and King Feck, punter Jet Strike, free safety in Jose Blanco, Najee Firefox, right guard Biological, and a new addition in AJ Cool Kid. You might better remember this person as the person behind the Diamond Sky character. We need Kelly. Yep, you got Kelly. You got Kelly. But yep, that's who the Chiefs got. Now we get to our next team, and Wally, this does involve you because you're on this team here. Walter Johnson. You have Wally Johnson. You also have Drum Monkey. Oh yeah, Wally Johnson, the defensive tackle. Drum Monkey, Paul Ostovich, aka Frostbite. Cole Weston, the center. Clinton Flippin, the punter. Mike Watson at left defensive end, and Joshua James at tight end. Brooklyn Joker. So of course Joker and Drum Monkey are going to be a tag team in the linebacking core. Jamar Games at strong safety, and Remnant Elementor, who of course usually only plays whenever the Bengals are involved, so that's why he's in it. And of course, the Bengals were the Super Bowl runner-up the year before. Let's take over, Wally. And last but certainly not least, the champions from before the Chiefs, it was the Rams. So of course you have Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. So those are the big names, including Cooper Kupp and then Von Miller when they had him. But of course the Rams have Shifty the Clown. Hiya, Crushing Kelly. I'll get back to which team drafted you, and also, hey, same thing with Jamar. My wife's favorite team is the Bengals. Hey, hey, hey. Well, I'm happy I guessed it right. Anyway, so you have Shifty the Clown, kicker Blade Charge, Mr. Montre. His name was Goof, and then you have, of course, there was only ever going to be one team that our good friend Ram was ever going to play for, and that was his namesake team, and he's the quarterback. Anyway. Oh, he did spill it. Never mind. Yes, Kelly is on the 49ers. Anyway, they also have Gregory Blakely, Dragonheart, Blaze McCoy, MBN John, and then you have Triple Beats, who is a Ram at, at left guard, Jordan Walker, who is a defending Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys twice. Then you have free safety Darius Helms, and yep, that's it. Anyway, let me go back to Brandon's son. Let me go back to the Chiefs. So yeah, Brandon, you were drafted by the Chiefs, so now you're playing on the same team as Mahomes or Mahomeboy. And then and just to be sure, so you have Crushing Kelly right here. No, not right there. So yes, Kelly is on the Niners and as a wide receiver. And of course, she'll be assisting with Debo Samuel because, again, Crushing Kelly would definitely help, Samuel as well as herself to, get each other wide open, though. And then Azriel's asking Kelly, do you want TJ to change your name to Kelly Black for Madden? Let's see what the crushing one says. And also, well, to the now Azriel Black, I sure, okay. Well then let me do that then. Let me go edit. Okay. Of course, I wasn't gonna name you Kelly Kelly though. That would have been so bad. Although if they did bring back Kelly Kelly the wrestler, that would have been something to have a dream match, to have the Battle of the Kellys. What was it? Oh, you're a southpaw. Oh, okay. Wait, where did I put you at? I put you at right offensive guard, as that was the biggest need for them, really. Um, I'll have to keep that in mind then. Okay, where's Ostovich? Okay, there we go. And then thankfully I have things like okay, so was it left? Let me see. Left guard. Okay, left guard. Yeah, because you're a really big man. Left offensive guard, as well as a running back. All right. And then I like the Falcons, but I guess I'm with the Bengals. Yep. Also, hey, what's up, Zach Walker, man? Oh, before I forget, let me change this really quickly. Um, let me see. Crushing. Is it still Milwaukee, or did you wish to change your hometown name? Because I know you're not from Connecticut. I know that. Uh, Crushing Kelly Chan. But yeah, great to see Zach Walker though. Still Milwaukee. Okay. Okay, it looks good. Okay. Okay. And now I will say this though, next Madden season I will be doing something a little bit different. Um, Detroit hometown here. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for next season. I will go into much more detail after the Super Bowl. It's a lot to take in right now, but oh yeah, where did I put Jordan? Oh yeah, in Minnesota, but from Michigan. Oh, all right. So there you are, Jordan Walker. There you are. You're at center, and interestingly enough, you'll be teaming up with Triple Beats and Blaze McCoy. So you're not going to be the only person on the offensive line. Not to say that the one you were on was bad. It was good for what it was, but Jordan will not be the only one, uh, you know, fighting in the trenches this year. Okay, so let me save my changes and we'll get started. So yeah, this is going to be a three-game season, but with 10 people on each team. So okay. So with that said, who wants to go first? The first person to say it will get will get it for them for their team and their respective opponent, and then we'll play the other game. Oh, Zach Walker called it. Well, Zach Walker got it, and this one is going to be the Rams against the 49ers. Oh, Joshua. Joshua is on. Where is he? You're on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hmm. You know what? I actually have a better idea. I got a better idea. Normally I would go with it, but I think I have a much better idea. Given that Joshua doesn't does has a propensity to go to bed late, or has a tendency to be up for X amount of time and then he has to go to bed, I was thinking maybe instead we can do the AFC title, and then we'll do the Rams and 49ers as our quote unquote main event. Any thoughts on that? I just thought of it because I know that Joshua wants to see it, but I want to get some input, like, as to who goes first. In fact, I'm going to start a poll. Let me do this. That's fine. All right, cool, cool. You're on the Rams. Bengals are okay, and I don't care. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Well, okay. Well, if Joshua doesn't mind, then okay. But I'm still gonna ask though. On second thought, no. All right. Interesting. All right. Okay. So of course, as you know, the Rams won the championship. Now, of course, the draft order was based on how they finished, but the seeding is based on also how they finished, but in the opposite direction. So you have the Los Angeles Rams hosting the San Francisco 49ers. And just so that the games don't, you know what? Yeah, yeah. We'll keep it 5 minutes because I don't want this to take forever though. 5 or 7 minutes. Hmm. Let me do this really quick. I'm just gonna ask. Okay. Okay. Looks like the majority has spoken, and they say 7 minutes. Okay. So that means that if it's going to be 7 minutes this game, it's going to be 7 minutes the other game. So we'll go with that. And we'll go with this time. But other than that, may the best team win. Oh. Well, we'll have to see, Mr. Walker. But so yeah, you have the Rams, and among the talents that they have, I mean, they have Triple Beat, Blaze McCoy, and Jordan Walker on the offensive line, and then you have Shifty the Clown as a tight end, and as well as the fact that Ram is their quarterback. Yep, definitely so. But then you also have a kicker in Blade Charge, as well as Gregory at defensive tackle, among others. Hey, what's up, Brian? Happy Meal Hernsberger, and we're gonna see Mike Wasson on where is he? On the Cincinnati Bengals in the next game. But how's it going, man? And then on the Niners, obviously you have the House of Black. You have Azriel, Atticus, and Kelly Black. And then you have Patty Chase. You have Jennifer Riley. You have me. You have Munchie. As well as the new guy, AJ. So these are two stacked teams. However, only one of them is going to win. Heck, I'll even settle for left tackle. All right, cool. I'll include that in the log.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium.
All right, so San Francisco will start off with it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And they'll start at the 21. And there you see, well, I was going to say Atticus, but it's now Azriel Black.
And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Of course, he looks a lot different, without all that makeup on, but, this is the same guy that is not afraid to put face paint on, among other things. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Azriel makes use of the weapons at his disposal, and whether the offensive line. Well, now look at this. Nice first attempt at a rush, but unfortunately it results in a -2. And it all started with Aaron Donald. That's the guy that is someone you have to look out for on the offensive end. Well, right now Zach Walker is still the center, so he's on offense. Right now you guys are on defense right now. So let's see if San Francisco could come up with something different.
Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They hand it off again. They just cannot. Wow, come on, man. I'm not saying you should throw, but if you're gonna run it, don't run into that man. I mean, Aaron Donald is a difference maker. You don't, if you're gonna run it, you have to have that man blocked. And of course, the addition of Gregory Blakely definitely helps open things up for Aaron Donald, of course.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive.
All right, now San Fran, with their backs against the wall, they're going to have to make a play right here. Well, all right, so they make the throw, but nowhere close to a first down.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards.
So that's a 3 and out for San Francisco. Oh, now wait a minute. Wait, the Rams challenge? Why would you challenge this? You got to stop. Why would you do this?
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question.
So they're saying that the receiver had possession. I'm at a loss right now. Like, I'm still at a loss as to why would you challenge this?
Well, here's the call.
It's such an insignificant play at this time. Well, whatever was they were challenging, they lost it, and as such, they lose a timeout. Yeah, yeah, exactly, huh? I don't know why they would do this. But in any event, San Fran will have to put it away. And Patty. All right, not a bad punt considering where they were, but the Rams will start at the 36. Yeah, I'm confused too, man. Well, now it's going to come down to whether our good friend Ramesh, the Ram, is going to live up to his namesake for the Rams. Well, now it's up to the San Francisco defense to make some plays. So that includes Atticus, Jennifer Riley, Adrian Chambley, myself.
But that's what good leadership gives you. At the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good.
Oh, and we left a guy open, and he gets a nice play there by Ram. Nice recognizing that a blitz was coming, so he was able to get rid of the ball and get a first down and go out of bounds to stop the clock. So that was a good play call there by the Rams.
You can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them.
They hand it off.
Tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief
and, well, they only get 2 yards on that one for Cam Akers.
long night.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front.
Anyway, there you see me and Chambly. I mean, of course, you can't forget about Nick Bosa. That's another guy you got to watch out for if you're the Rams. Oh, nice defense there by number 21. I didn't see who number 21 was that contested that catch. Almost picked it off, but great defensive stop there by number 21. I couldn't see his name. But now it's a 3rd and 8. Big play for both teams.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And then Ram,
Flushed out right.
well, Ram does escape, but he does not get to the first down,
To a hole.
and that's going to force a punt for the Rams.
Not enough. Now it's fourth.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and
I
turned it
don't
into
think
positive
he
yardage
got enough
and
yards
slowed
to
down
where you could try to
avoid
kick a
taking
field
big
goal.
shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And, well, they're going to spot this at the 17, so not a bad punt there by Johnny Hecker.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
I mean, this could come down to a defensive battle or, field positioning, really.
Some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now,
But let's see if this time around they get something going.
Can you hang in there and not try and force something?
Oh, no, they're in it right now. San Francisco 49ers. So you're in it right now. And, well, kind of rushed that throw did Azriel. No, you guys are in there right now.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4
Yep.
or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the
There's
booth.
James Gamer.
Get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary.
But, I mean, with 3 blacks, well, 3 members of the black, or the House of Black, they get the pass off, and they get some positive yardage. So now it's a 3rd and 4, much more manageable. And they get it to George Kittle, because of course you need to. Well, I mean, if you're San Francisco, of course.
That's what you count on, and I like what you
So
just
3rd
said.
and 4.
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
They hand it off, but
you're in a position where every
even though Mitchell gets a good run,
first downs, and you tend to stall them
the Rams kind of figured that's what they were going to do, that they were going to run it.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the
Yeah,
safety
they
and
read it
the
perfectly, did the Rams, especially Reader. I mean, he read it perfectly, pun intended.
Here comes the 49ers.
And here's yet another punt.
Kick it away for the second time.
And they're going to start at the 45. So far, the Rams are slowly but surely gaining field position.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second.
So,
drive
I
of the
mean,
game. They punted last time they had
I mean,
it.
if for nothing else, I mean, the Rams,
They don't do that again.
you have to think that, these are 2 top defenses. So you have to think that whichever offense is going to break through, that's the team that's going to win. But even still, there is still 3 more quarters to play.
You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And, okay, I'm not sure who Ram was throwing it to, but
It happened pretty quickly.
come on.
I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision.
That was just a bad throw there by Ram. So that they lose it down just for that. They hand it off, and they get 8 yards on that one. So a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the
Ram
ball
was throwing to the Bengals. Not really. Well, he could have, but I don't see him in the field. They hand it off again, and they get it, and this could be, I believe, touchdown Rams. That was a great run, but they just couldn't get to him. The Rams strike first, and it was Cam Akers.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week.
Good run there by Cam Akers, and great play calling by the Rams. I mean, that just goes to show why they were the, Super Bowl champions not that long ago. And Armstead can't believe it, really. But again, it's still early, though. We have seen teams get leads in the past and blow them. But, it's not over, though. It's never over until it is. So now it's a 7-0 lead for the Rams.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
All right. Oh, they'll take it out. Okay, not a bad return there. Got it to the 24. So good return there by Benjamin. Well, now it's up to San Francisco to answer back. I mean, the first thing they got to do is get a number of first downs because they have not even gotten one yet. And a completion, and is that a first down? Nope, but it's 2nd and 2, so that's a good start. Nice catch there by James Gamer. Wait, James Gamer? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, James Gamer. Oh, that's right. James Gamer is at running back. I forgot about that. Fakes the handoff. Gets the completion and a first down, a little bit more. All right, so now San Francisco finally gets its first down, and they get it to George Kittle. I mean, I just had the feeling that if San Francisco can just get a little something going, that they'll be on their way. 1st and 10 at the 38. Launches it. And that was to, who was that? That was to Crushing Kelly for her first catch, 12 yards and a first down, and was tackled by MBN John. So great catch there by Kelly. Yeah, 87 is Crushing Kelly. Black. And then Azriel, of course, is the quarterback. So, yeah, great catch there, Kelly. And then, well, he was able to get rid of the ball, was Azriel, but he got hit as he did so. Let me turn down my my heater for a little bit.
2nd and 10.
Do this. There we go. All right, so 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And a short completion. But they only got 3 yards on that one, and to James Gamer.
So it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate
Azriel.
big plays.
Azriel. Azriel! And Floyd got a sack, and that sent him back. And, of course, Kyle Shanahan not very pleased. I mean, he was trying to look for somebody, was Azriel, but he could not find anybody. And Leonard Floyd, of course, manages to get by his guy. It's just not going well for the San Francisco 49ers so far, but again, it's very early.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away.
All right, so Kelly.
Here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Well, they got him at the 19, and that was to Montre, the newest guy, or one of the newest guys. Anyway, there you see Triple Beats, number 60. I mean, of course, you can't forget about Odell Beckham Jr. as well. They hand it off. And so far, the run game has done pretty well for the Rams, as they're just able to run on will. And of course, it definitely helps to have, Blaze McCoy, Triple Beats, and Jordan Walker, leading the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Possible last play of this quarter here. They hand it off again, but this time it results in, well, just 1 yard. But that's the end of the first. And at the end of one, it is 7-0 Rams, with the Rams still in possession.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
All right, 3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw.
And a completion and out of bounds by Ram. So far, Ram, or Ramesh, doing a great job with, making the right calls. And of course, Kyle Shanahan not very happy with his defensive coordinator, as they have been unable to get consistent stops. Yeah, Ward was a little too slow to stop him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short
well, they got it to Shifty, and they were able to shut him down before he could do any more damage, as he gets 4 yards. So great play there by Shifty the Clown. The Drunken Dragon Clown, apparently, as he calls himself. Nah, just kidding. I know he calls himself that.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Oh, a high snap. And that little mistake resulted in a no gain. Nice tackle there by Shadow Knight. Big 3rd down for both teams, but most especially for San Francisco. There you see Atticus, number 30.
On 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here.
And that was just a terrible throw there by Ram. There's just no getting around that. That was not a good throw there. So that forces the Rams to have to punt it away. And if nothing else, now it's San Francisco that's gaining field position.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Punts it away. And Wow.
So possession goes
That
over
was
here on
great
punt.
special teams play to force him at the 14 to start off with. So
San Francisco's offense
San
returns to the field.
Francisco,
So far,
I will
they've
say
had
this
3
though, that the
punts,
kicking
3
game
punts, not
is,
good.
Not good
you know,
in the
paying
game
dividends,
because
not
you
just
gotta
for
have
the
something
team
to show
kicking,
for
but
being out on
also
the field. Now,
for
sometimes
the team
if you're
covering
in
the
a game
kicks,
where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a
or
bad
returning
thing.
them, I should
But when
say,
you're trying to set
and that
the
would be the
pace, get
Rams.
up on top in a game, you
I
gotta
mean, you
show
have to
better
win in all
offense
three
and try to
phases. I
put
mean,
some
you have to
points on the board.
win
Here's
on
a
offense,
first
you got to
and
win
10
on
at the
special teams,
42-yard line.
and on defense.
Hands it off out of the
Nice
gun.
run blocking.
Moves through the
Oh,
end
nice
zone.
run. Probably the best run of the day. 9 yards by Mitchell.
Yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Great run there by Mitchell.
Downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a band.
All right, 2nd and 1.
Run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They hand it again, and Mitchell,
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard
well,
line.
Mitchell gets a first down, although, wait a minute, we have a timeout here.
Looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Oh, Mitchell, oh, wow, Mitchell is hurt. That's not good. You know, because as far as the backfield is concerned, you have him, and then you have James Gamer, so now James Gamer's going to have to step up, especially now that Mitchell is, well, I don't want to say he's out of the game, but he's out of commission for the moment. So, yeah, other guys will have to step up, especially the man with one vowel, Kyle Juszczyk.
On 1st and 10, Black.
And, well,
This one
and of course, Azriel, he tried to throw it, and he was barely able to get it off, but unfortunately, that's another thing that the Rams should be credited for. I mean, you have MBN John, who himself is a beast, but then, of course, you have Von Miller, and you have Aaron Donald, and that's not to mention, you know, Dragonheart, Gregory Blakely. Well, they managed to get 4 yards on that one.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count.
But I mean, but then again, these are 2 creme de la creme teams. Something's got to give.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw.
And they get the completion. Does he get enough forward progress, though?
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get
He does. Wow. That's huge. That is huge. But you know what? Bill Walsh once said that, you know, when he was designing the West Coast offense for the 49ers back in the days, you know, of Joe Montana and, you know, you had guys like Ronnie Lott on defense, Dwight Clark, and then later on with Jerry Rice, Johnny Taylor, and some of those other guys. They faked the handoff. A completion, and, well, and 6 yards on that one. Great play there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're
But yeah, when Bill Walsh was, you know, formulating the offense that, you know, San Fran ran back in the 80s, he likened it to the sport of boxing, where you have the quick little jabs, which are, you know, the short pass plays, and then something would happen to where the opposing defense breaks down, and then you go for the knockout, or something to that effect. Fakes the handoff again. And they get the completion, but how much forward progress was made? Okay, 2 yards. Yeah, there you see Mr. Dragonheart himself, Gregory Blakely. I mean, he and Donald are just dogs down there. And, oh, mistimed the throw. If he'd have just thrown it a little bit to the left, he probably would have gotten a first down, did Azriel. But unfortunately, that's going to result in another punt Only one touchdown thus far.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16.
Okay, now they get it to the 26. Nice little return there by Montre. And back comes the Ram.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Haven't heard anybody speak in a while, but
the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
But I will say this, though. I mean, the Rams, they have the lead right now, but you have to think that they definitely left some points on the table at times. But they do get it first down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone.
And then Asriel's like, come on, defense. Oh, well, that time they figured it out. In fact, they force a 1 yard loss, or 2 yards, actually. And then, of course, on the opposite side, Zach is like, we got to take advantage of these punts. Definitely, you got to.
Track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it.
Like, Patty's doing a great job with the punting game. Oh.
2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw.
And a bad throw there by Ram, and that's going to put them at a 3rd and 12. You know, other than that one touchdown run by Cam Akers, you know, both offenses have not looked good.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll drop to throw.
And whoa. Oh, that could have been intercepted, but it results in another incompletion. What's with the skull, Zach? But in this case, Ram, he was going to try to throw it, but guess who got to him? Your boy, Toad. So even though it didn't result in a sack, but an incompletion, that's still just as good as a sack, really.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for L.A.
He's playing bad.
He's been a busy man here in this first half.
I mean, it is his first quarterback job.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes...
All right, so 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in this quarter here, and in the half.
And that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Black.
Azriel, got to get rid of it. Wow. Azriel just got sacked, and he almost gave up a safety. But now look where they're pinned. They're at the 4-yard line. Well, now he's got to be careful not to get sacked again. They're going to run it, and they don't get much. They don't get much more room. They get 2 yards on that. Now it's 3rd and 22. I mean, I know that I'm to Jew 22, but even this is ridiculous, really.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
They hand it off.
Try to run it.
They get another yard, but they just don't get very much.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves
All right, so they punted away.
this one away.
And they'll start at the 49 with a minute 45.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field.
Well, now the Rams have control, at least for this minute and 45 seconds that they have.
They've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And for San Francisco, you have to give credit to their defense. You know, outside of allowing, you know, a touchdown, you know, they kept him in it.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point.
Yep. I mean, of course, that's Patty the character saying it. Although Ram manages to escape and, wow, buys himself some time and gets a huge play downfield. I'll tell you one thing, your quote-unquote son, your Sana, Ram has finally got himself a big play.
Can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about
And, of course, who did they get it to? Odell Beckham. OBJ. Oh, yeah, and there's also McCoy, number 66.
Not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things.
Fakes the handoff.
Presentable for the quarterback.
And
It's a lot of
why would you throw it backwards?
Not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody.
Well, it does stop the clock, but still.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I mean, I know that Ram has some good intentions, but all right.
He'll look to throw.
Well, he gets a good pass there to Shifty the Clown.
Keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And a first down, and they get one at the 7. However, the Rams do not have they don't have a timeout to use, so yeah, they'll have to get in line pretty soon. Hey, what's up, Jamar? And Jamar, let me see. You're going to be in the next game, by the way, so there's 2 games today. Ram. Intercepted! Intercepted! What a huge play! And who else? Atticus Black. Atticus with a huge interception. And if nothing else, this might just wake him up. Look at that. Gets right in front of Jefferson and makes the play. I mentioned before you're on the Cincinnati Bengals. Woo! Well, you're not done, Zach. I mean, let's not forget you guys are still in the lead, and plus we still got one more half to go. But yeah, great interception by Atticus. All right, this time they get a completion to Crushing Kelly, who just crushes over 2 men. And who said that Crushing Kelly couldn't, you know, crush men? I mean, she crushed Atticus, and then she just crushed those 2 fellas right down there. But yeah, great play there by Crushing Kelly, Black. I mean, of course, you have Joe Burrow, and then you have Jamar Chase, and then let's not forget all the other players that they drafted. Does the running man.
Back to throw. Black.
And,
That throw
okay, that was not a good throw. Come on, Atticus. Or, I'm sorry, Azriel.
I've been impressed
My
with the
bad.
work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
All right, so 2nd and 10. Of course, there's not much time to get down the field, so if you can get down the field... Oh, nice screen pass. I mean, they did have 2 timeouts, and they're going to use one of them after getting a first down at the 44.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And it looks like Mitchell is back in the game, so he definitely opens up the backfield for James Gamer.
Back to throw again.
Atticus! Atticus! Gets sacked again!
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
I mean, the Rams have 3 sacks.
To go in this first half.
And I just have to wonder what is going on with their pass protection, man. But you have to know when to throw. Well, anyway, they do get the a play down, but they don't have any timeouts to stop the clock. But well, at the end of one half, it is 7-0 Rams.
Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome, everyone, to this abridged version.
And there you see, this was from a little earlier where Cam Akers managed to get a touchdown earlier in the game. And that so far has been the one thing that that the Rams have to show for their efforts. You just think that if, you know, you just get the feeling that if the Rams can't take advantage of their situation, you have to think that San Francisco is going to take advantage of that, tie this game up, maybe even take the lead. You would have to think. Anyway, for this one, the Rams will start off with the ball to start off the second half. So now San Francisco is going to have to get another stop.
Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
They take it out.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Nice 24-yard return there by Koopa Cup. But then you have Ram, who is 17 for 13 and has 1 interception to his name, all courtesy by Atticus Black. All right. A little bit of a high snap, and, well, 6 yards, or actually 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
All right, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And then a completion to who else? Shifty the Clown. This guy is all over the place, man. 3 receptions, 23 yards.
They have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's
They just don't have any answer for, you know, Shiftykins. I got to come out there. What do you mean? Don't forget, you're the guy that does snap the ball. They hand it off.
Akers. And he's gonna take
And what's this?
about the 44-yard line.
Well, that results in a 1-yard
With a
gain.
1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Akers. And a good
And
pickup there.
wait,
He
what
gets
happened
about
there?
6 up to midfield.
So Cam Akers gets 5 yards on that one. I kind of lost where he was, but there he was. Now they're at midfield.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And defensively,
I mean, with only 4 teams and, you know, 10 players per team, it's a lot like Stable Wars.
off the draw, here's
Oh,
Michelle.
nice, nice,
Maybe by about a yard, if
nice
that.
tackle there by Shadow Knight as he was able to read the room and get a stop and force a punt. Great play there by Shadow Knight. I will say this, though. Shadow Knight, he's doing his job pretty well. And was able to stop the run in the middle. Or at least stop it long enough to get a 4th down. Yeah, great play there by Shadow Knight.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for LA.
And then Hecker, he kicks it. Where's it going to go?
No return possible here as they angle
What?
out of bounds.
They down it at the 1?
The field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it.
Wow, that is a great play by Johnny Hecker because now San Francisco has to start at the 1. Oh boy. They have to go 99 yards and avoid getting a sack in the end zone. I mean, that's just a great punt there. But now let's find out what they do. He gets a good run and a whole lot more. Great run. Great run there by James Gamer to give him some room to the 9. Wow. That was gutsy because you have to think that you kind of have to think that the Rams thought that they would run it, but they couldn't stop them. Not that time. They gave up, 9 yards on that one. They go for another run. And what happened here? And they still do not get it. And now it's 3rd and 1.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they
fake the handoff this time, and they get. Did he get the first down? Yep, they got the first down, and they got it to James Gamer. So, it's not much, but it's something.
So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a 1st and 10.
All right, so they get the first down at the 11.
Looking to throw. Black. He finds
And
his man,
they got one.
Black.
And who was that?
He's brought down, but not
That was Crushing Kelly. Was able to catch the ball, but also make a guy miss. And of course, Kelly can do more than bulldoze people. She can also evade people. I mean, that was just a great play there by Kelly, and to get a first down too. And to boot, really. So that was just a great play there by Kelly. They run it again, but this time the Rams kind of figured that that's where they were going to run. To the left. To the left, to the left.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third
And then as a result, that's a no gain. So, yeah, Rams are doing pretty well against the run for the most part.
Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a
It's like
few
once they
different
figure
plays
out where
to
San
stay
Francisco's going to
in the
run.
essence of the running game.
Oh, but they do get another completion, and to who else? Crushing Kelly. And this is without a doubt the best drive that San Francisco has had, as Crushing Kelly gets 2 catches this drive and 2 first downs to boot. Oh, fakes a handoff. Oh, but instead it was Azriel who got, or actually no, he did throw it off. For a moment I thought he got sacked, but instead it results in an incompletion. Okay, for a moment I thought he got sacked, but no, he only just manages to lose a down. But nonetheless, though, a great play there by Gregory Blakely. Actually, as a matter of fact, Zach, the one teammate that you had on those Dallas Cowboy teams that won the championships, the only teammate that you have, and I think the only other person that actually no, you have MBN John and Gregory Blakely on your team that were part of those Cowboy teams, and nice blocking. Great play! It was black-to-black completions. Yeah, apparently so. Although this time it was Mitchell who caught that one. And in fact, this time around it was Azriel who was able to properly figure out that it was going to be a blitz. And, oh, sorry about that. And this time they were able to use their aggressiveness against them and get a couple of first downs. They run down the middle, and they managed to get a couple. Good run there by Mitchell. 2nd and 4.
But you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Black.
And another completion, and gets inside past the first down marker, and another first down. This time to Brandon Ayuk. Great job there.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They hand it off. This time they go to the right. They get 3 yards on that one. 2nd and 7.
Struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
20 seconds and counting.
Looking to throw. Black.
And another completion. And, ooh, they got it to the 10. Great throw. And now it's a 1st and goal. And they get it to who else? Perhaps the best tight end in the league other than Travis Kelce, George Kittle. And truth be told, I kind of was hoping for, one of the possibilities was I was hoping for a 49ers Chiefs rematch, with 2 of the best tight ends, but only one of them made it. But at the end of 3, it is still 7-0 Rams, but the Niners are knocking on the door. You just have to think that if the Rams can stop them, it would only just come off as debilitating, really. But for San Francisco, they need this. especially as time is winding down.
Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score.
First and goal.
They come up on first and goal.
A screen pass, and gets by one guy, and wait, nope, not quite a touchdown, but it is second and goal, and the clock is stopped. Second and goal at the 1.
They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Worst thing you can do at this point is turn it over here. But what are they going to do? They hand it off, but they did not get very far. The Rams kind of figured that's what they would do. Now it's a third and goal. This is huge. Yeah, just ran into his own guys. You may as well have just handed it off going to the outside rather than try to get cute and go inside. All right, third and goal. This is huge. And touchdown, San Francisco. And who caught that one? I can't see his name. His name is back to me. But that was huge. Who was that? Number...
Touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
Again, his name is back to... Oh, it was Debo. It was Debo Samuel. And of course, that was the reason they got Crushing Kelly, so that in the event that Debo was in the end zone, they would be so busy with Kelly that they would forget to defend Debo Samuel. And just like that, it is now a tie game. Now, if you're the Rams, you got to score somehow. And if you're the San Francisco 49ers, you got to find a way to get the ball back. But there's still plenty of time at 6 minutes and 22 seconds left. I mean, Crushing Kelly had a lot of catches in that particular drive. But it was Debo Samuel who finished it. I mean, Crushing Kelly, how do you feel about having, Debo Samuel as well as Mitchell as your teammates for this one? And while that happens, let's see what the Rams do. All right.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kicks it away. I believe that's Robbie Gould, but he handles the kickoffs. Cool. All right, so the Rams, all right, pretty average start, 23 yards. Now the question is, can Ram, who outside of one play, I mean, Ram is, he hasn't had much going on, and he has that one interception against him. And I have to think now, Zach Walker's got to be concerned. And as well he should be. But let's see how Ram does. Can Patty, can your son overcome? And what's this? Well, he gets a 4-yard gain and was forced out of bounds to stop the clock. I do say, though, that the technology that they have with that tablet certainly helps. It certainly helps with play calling. Oh, no, wait, never mind. The clock is still going. Never mind. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
Ram. Big play. Big play. Wow. The Rams are just going balls to the wall. I mean, they're not trying to go for the, slow and steady approach. They're trying to go for the throat. I mean, who was supposed to cover that man right there? Jefferson.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Looking to throw.
And Ram, well, he caught the ball, but he accidentally stepped out of bounds. In fact, his momentum, the momentum from Higbee caused him to step out of bounds to only result in a 1-yard gain. Not a problem, Joshua. You haven't missed your game yet. And wait, did he catch that? Well, I want to say he did, but he caught it just short of a first down. Just a few more yards and he would have gotten the first down. So now this is a big stop right here if you're San Francisco. If you get a 4th down, then you have momentum. The Rams, nope, they got the first down and a little bit more.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Right now, Ram is starting to play a little bit better. And if that's the case, San Francisco may be in trouble. But you got to find a way to stop him, however. Oh, and for the first time, an incompletion on the part of Shifty the Clown. I didn't see if he dropped it or if it was well played by, the cover corner, but great play there. Maybe not so good for Shifty, though. 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete.
And does he get a first down?
And able to break one
He gets 3rd and inches, though.
Down, but a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves
So far, San Francisco just cannot stop the Rams, especially when it matters the most. In fact, they're within field goal range, though, so even if they do stop them, but that is if they can stop them. They can't.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
First and 10.
First down, he'll drop to throw.
And, for a moment I thought it was going to be caught, but instead it's a incompletion. But it could have just as easily been picked off.
Wide receivers on the field as a defender. I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, they run with Michelle.
And, well, Michelle does get a good amount of yards, but he tripped on his own man. But it is now 3rd and 5.
Because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up.
I mean, of course, the Rams, they definitely want to take some time off the clock, but of course they can't run it out completely, though. And, for a moment I thought he caught it, but he dropped it, so now it's 4th and 5. So now, let's see what they do. Do they go for it? But if they go for it and they fail, then San Francisco takes over. But if they take the field goal, that was well played by Atticus. To make sure that he didn't make a football play long enough to get it. All right, field goal attempt here.
his kick
And it's
is
good. And in fact, that was Blade Charge who kicked the field goal. So great play there by Blade Charge. Well, now San Francisco has to at least score a field goal to tie the game, or get a touchdown to get the win. But they only have 3 minutes to do it. They don't have as much time as they did to score that one touchdown that they got. Of course, last time they had to start at 99 yards. They'll take it out, though. And he gets to the 26. That's a far better starting position than they had when they had to start at the 1. But they have 2 minutes and 56 seconds left to go. And Atticus had a much better drive this time around. But can he drive his team down the field, at least in field goal range, to have a chance to tie the game?
Throwing on first down. Black.
And Black, wait, did he get it? Yep, he got it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see when the camera is not focused in, but he got it though. Sorry, Azriel. Atticus is on defense. Sorry. Oh no, wait a minute. Now, Los Angeles is going to challenge whether or not that it was a first down. Okay. I want to say he did have it. Yeah, he caught it, and both his feet were down when he made it before going out of bounds. So yeah, I want to say he did have possession, but we'll see what the officials call it. I want to say that it was a fair catch, or that the catch was good.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means
okay, so it turns out it was a successful catch. So that means that San Francisco continues at the 36 with Azriel Black
so from the
under center.
Now, 1st and 10. Operating from the
Azriel.
Black.
Well, he was trying to get it to Kittle, but just a little too far away for him.
Because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
So that's gonna result in the loss of a down.
Defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step
2nd and
ahead
10.
of their offensive counterparts.
They hand it off. Oh, that was botched. And not only did they botch it, they lose 2 yards, and now they are in perilous position, as they are now in a 3rd and 12 position. And if the Rams can get this, if they can get another stop, this game's pretty much over. And you just have to wonder where the blocking is. But then again, let's not forget that Donald and Blakely are very good at their job. All right, 3rd and 12. It's the biggest play here. They get the completion, but why would you go out of bounds? And Kyle Shanahan's got to be furious. It's like, you got to go down. You got to go down the field, dude. Well, now this puts them. Well, now, yeah, they have to go for it here. And for the Rams, they only just need to get a stop here, and it's over. Azriel. Oh, it's incomplete. I thought for a moment he had caught it. Oh, damn. I mean, great play by the Rams. Let's not get it twisted here, but let's see. Eric Weddle. Just great play there by Eric Weddle, though. I mean, it's not over, but Man, I don't know if they can get the ball back, but oh, and I feel bad. I really do. You know, especially for crushing Kelly and some of the others. How did you let them get a field goal? Well, that was just. Well, I mean, it was what it was, Jose. Although that time they only get 2 yards on that one. Well, if San Francisco's going to get the ball back, they're going to have to find a way to get it. I mean, they got 1 down, but they have to find a way to get the ball back. That's all I can tell you. All they have to do is prevent a first down. What they would have to do is prevent a first down, and
they've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Oh, and they do get a first down and a whole lot more. Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Oh man, I don't know what else to say. And I feel worse, for those who just you get this close and then this happens. But nonetheless, though, want to give the Rams a lot of credit. Especially with, Jordan Walker, triple beat, Blaze McCoy. Jose, you're on the Kansas City Chiefs, so you're not even in this game.
Second and 8 coming up.
And not to mention the safety duo of Darius Helms and Montre. And of course, kind of what I expected from Kelly, but again, I don't blame her. I don't blame Kelly whatsoever for, feeling that way. But I did have this idea, and in fact, I believe Clinton mentioned it to me one time, or at the very least, he inspired me for this one. And yeah, and of course the Rams, they just had to run up the score now, did they? As Ram gets his first, passing touchdown. Yeah, the blocking pretty much let you guys down. I mean, of course, it didn't help that you were facing off against, Gregory and Aaron Donald. Like, those two guys were beasts. So I highly doubt that you can blame, I mean, Munchie was really the only person that was blocking. I mean, it wasn't so much defense. It was just the fact that, the blocking for, the offensive line, it let him down at the worst possible times. But I have a feeling that, Atticus, Azriel, and Kelly, I have a feeling that, with the exception of Munchie, obviously, that all those other guys are going to get put through tables. Yeah, exactly, because I want, Kelly to have that, that big win. Like, Atticus has been there. The former Crimson Ninja was there. But if there is one thing that Kelly does have, is the fact that she won the first and to this date only NBA championship with the Milwaukee Bucks. So at least she can say that she was an NBA champion. So no one will ever take away the fact that she was that, as well as a 2-time world champion on my show, and I have to think that she's won a lot of other championships on other people's shows. And also the Battle Queen champion too. I forgot about that. Yeah, I might have to, quote unquote, tinker with Azriel's AI to help with, if it would help him not just stand there and, if it would help him with his playing. So I might have to tinker with the QB mechanics if it would help his play a little bit, or put him at wide receiver, because he did win as a wide receiver one time.
Looking to throw. Black.
Well, this is the first game of the season. If I have to put my boot in someone's behind to get things going, I will. Uh-oh. Both in character and out of character. I hope it's not me. I hope it's not me, Kelly. Anyway. Well, give credit to the Rams. We're going to see John and we're going to see the likes of MBN John I can't even talk. MBN John, Montre, Jordan Walker, Triple Beat, Blade Charge, Gregory Blakely, Darius Helms, Blaze McCoy, Shifty the Clown, and Ram in the Super Bowl. Anyway, nice catch, though. It's you, Toad. What do you mean it's me? Oh, you were guessing that it was me. I wouldn't dare hurt my favorite cat, TJ. Aw. Speaking of which. Anyway, nice throw there. Looks like the San Francisco 49ers are just going to, it's like, well, screw this, man. Even if we don't win, we're going to score some points to end off this game. But yeah, obviously, coach is not very happy with both sides. And, well, I would have to think mainly the, offensive line, but also the defense for not getting the job done. But well, they do get a touchdown that time. So, and actually, that was Crushing Kelly who got one. So at least Kelly was not denied that. Of course, it was towards the end of the game. Although it kind of makes sense now why the Rams ran up the score. It was because in the event that, the 49ers actually went down the field and scored a touchdown, that they wouldn't be overtaken or tie the game. So I could see why they went for it. So, credit the Rams for, being forward-thinking about it. So, yep, TD Kelly. Yep, so it's not like Crushing Kelly didn't do anything. She did, but the Rams did just enough. 'Cause it's just enough for the city. Little nod to Stevie Wonder. By the way, I did get to see Stevie Wonder twice in my lifetime in concert, and it was both at Tahoe's, and it was both at the in Salt Lake Tahoe, or South Lake Tahoe, excuse me, at Harvey's though. And are they gonna go for a offside kick? Yeah, they went for it, but very predictable. Well, unfortunately, they didn't get it. So now the Rams can just simply clock this son of a gun and be done with it. But no, I did get to go see Stevie Wonder. I mean, that's hence the reason why I would always say Super Stevie is Stevie Wonder, because, what can I say? She is a wonder. And also bonus points for the pan stands. I don't know why. I just thought it was funny that Atticus actually had a song for Super Stevie. But congratulations to the Ram and the Rams.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your...
And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first time that Blaze McCoy is making it to the Super Bowl. He's never... Actually, I think... No, wait.
appreciate that. Always
I
a
think this
pleasure
is
to
only
work
his
with you.
second appearance in the Super Bowl, if I remember correctly, because he did win a championship on the Panthers with the Panthers not that long ago, and of course that was back when we
So that'll
were
do it for
on
us. For
Madden
Charles
20
Davis and all
at the
our
time.
crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
But on the other hand, it's a lot like with what happened in real life. It was a close game, and the Rams did just enough to win. So there you go. Yeah, so even though Azriel had the better rating, in fact, he had more passing yards and 2 TDs and not one interception. But then, of course, with rushing, you have Cam Akers, who had that touchdown run. I have to think that without that touchdown run at the start of the game, we could be talking about a different outcome. And then, of course, you have Crushing Kelly, who got herself that touchdown. Oh, but here's the one that I have to think definitely accounts for something. But yeah, it was Laken Tomlinson who gave up 2 of those sacks, and then the other one was Tom Compton. So that kind of just goes to show that Munchie did her job. But unfortunately, the left guard and the right tackle just could not get anything going. Well, anyway, Joshua, you're just in time because we saw the end of this game, and now it's the start of your game, Joshua-san. So, Joshua-san, are you ready? But yeah, Munchie did her job, so at least we can't blame Munchie for it. And then as far as okay, where is he? And then of course Atticus had that 1 interception. All right, cool. I'm gonna watch the replay of Impact Wrestling's No Surrender pay-per-view. Oh, not a problem. But thank you for stopping by, and I will also Crushing Kelly. I will see you tomorrow. That is, if time permits. If not, that's all right. For Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Atlanta Braves. So I'm hoping that that's the case for tomorrow. Oh yeah, your punts. Let's take a look. For kicking, the only field goal was from Blade Charge, and well, let's just say, as far as Blade Charge was concerned, he made it count. He made it count when they needed it. And then Patty had 5 punts for 215 yards at 53 or at 43 yards a punt and 187 net punting yards. But here's a key stat I should mention. Punts inside the 20. Patty had 1 such punt, but of course Johnny had 4 of them, and he had that one in which he forced San Francisco to start at the 99. But of course, even though it led to a touchdown, they had to use a lot of clock to do it. But yeah, that was awesome. Kick returns. I mean, Travis Benjamin had 4 of them, and then punting returns. Montre had 5 of them. But yeah, those are the stats for this game, and well, I gotta say, give the Rams credit. I mean, they showed back then why they were the team to beat back then. So there you go. But yeah, pretty soon I'll be getting Madden 24. So there you go. Okay, so now it's time for the second game. So let's get to it. But I may as well mention their punts were close. Yeah, exactly. That's because they had field position better for the most part. Did the Rams. So yeah. But I may as well mention the idea that I had, and it was inspired by, again, Clinton Cage or Clinton Flippin. So the idea was to have all 32 teams in the NFL be involved in the playoffs. But rather than a standard, 32 team playoff, it's with a twist. And here's the twist. The twist is if your team wins, they get to recruit one player from that team to join your team. Like, say, for example, let's see, Patty or wait, Paul, IRL, like, is your favorite team the Bengals, or did you have another favorite team of yours? I'm just asking for an example here, or Patty, or let's say Joshua, for example. Joshua was, or no, Crushing Kelly. I'll have Crushing Kelly be the example. So let's say if Crushing Kelly's on the Packers, right? And her team wins. Dolphins, okay. Or let's say if Frostbite wins with the Dolphins, then the team that they beat can recruit they can recruit a created player from them. So let's say if they faced off against who would they had fought in? Let's say if they faced off against the Jets and their guy was Diamond Light, then you would recruit Diamond Light. But then as you go through the rounds, the pool of players that you would pick gets larger and larger. So it's possible that you could win all the way with the Dolphins, or you could be on someone else's team when it all is said and done, or maybe not at all. So that was an idea that I had. Basically, it's a battle royal, or it's like Risk, except in a tournament format, and that the last two teams will have a lot of players on their team, but it's going to come down to who the last team standing is. But yeah, congratulations, Zach Walker. You made it to your second consecutive Super Bowl, this time as a Ram. How do you feel about being a Ram this time around, man? Anyway, let me get the other matchup done. But I just wanted to mention that little idea, though. All right, Bengals, cool. But yeah, that's the idea that I had for season 14. Okay. So before I start, let me let other people know. Looking to cash in my third ring? Yep. All right, let me do this really quick. Of course, with 32 teams and 40 players, I have decided to give the 8 worst teams an extra player if it would help them, go up against the toppest of top teams if they were to have any chance, though. This will be a close game. Yep, absolutely. Anyway, so what I'm going to do right now is contact most of the other players. So this will take a few moments. So this is a good time to go get snacks and stuff like that. So I'm just going to let some of these other guys know. So in the meantime, let me play a little bit of music. Let me see. So I'm gonna do what Blaze usually does, and that's play a little bit of music here. Okay, I didn't want it that loud. Oh yeah, there you are, Wally. Oh yeah, Drum Monkey. Let me get him. And Joker too. All right, I'm still letting some people know. Of course, it is kind of tough when you have 10 players a team, but it is what it is. Let me see. Okay. All right, Wally's ready for football. Awesome. Okay, so I let Drum Monkey. Who am I forgetting? Oh yeah, and then Jamar and Mike Wasson. I almost forgot to get Jamar and Mike Wasson. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Where's... Okay, and then same thing with Cole Weston and Mike Wasson. So let me get them. And then finally, Cole, the Cole train. Is the Cole train ready to leave the station? All right, let me see. Who do we have in the chat? Oh, there's Brandon. All right. What's up though? So the team that has home field advantage is the Bengals, and that was by virtue of making the Super Bowl not this year, but the year before that, the 2021 season. And this is the final season, at least for Madden, that will use that season, because next season we're going to be using the finish of this past season, pretty pretty soon though. So yeah, Brandon and Jose, you're on the Chiefs. Yeah, well, I mean, technically it's still called Paul Brown Stadium in this game, but still. But yeah, you're on KC this time. Yep. Uh, let's see who else is up now. Oh yeah, let me get Jet Strike and some of those other guys too. So let me get him. All right, where's Jet Strike? Okay, where's Jet Strike, son? Oh, there. Yeah, let me get Jet Strike. So yeah, I'm just getting those other guys, and again, this is a good time to go get stacks and stuff like that. And then good luck to you. Let me see who's in the chat. Real quick. Let's not forget the Chiefs are the champs now. Absolutely, they are the champs. But so we're gonna find out if the Chiefs are gonna be the champs in this season. So yeah, for Wally, you have Joshua James, you have Drum Monkey, you have um, who else do you have? You have Cole Weston, aka Elock. You have Mike Watson, and you have Jamar Games. But of course you have Jose and then Brandon. But they're playing for the Chiefs, however. All right, let me get. Let me get RS. What am I doing? So let me get RS right now. Okay. And then Jose says Joshua. And then let's see who else. Oh yeah, Diamond Light and Najee. So let me get the DWO boys real quick. Where's oh yeah, there's Najee sign. And then same thing to uh, Diamond Light. Let me get him. Okay. And then Paul. Well, let me see, Paul. Well, actually, just so you know, Paul, you're with Wally. You get to play alongside Wally. Well, on his team, that is. Or actually, I don't know. Well, actually, it's your guys' team. What am I saying? This is not one single man's team. I can tell you that much. All right, who am I forgetting to invite? Oh yeah, and last but certainly not least, let me get JT Price. Let me get brother JT in there. But yeah, this battle is a battle of the original Triple J. All right, so we're almost done there. We're almost done. After this last person, we're going to get started. There we go. Okay. All right, where's the? Let's see. Hey, Blade Charge, what's up? I know that some of the others are busy, but the least I could do was let them know. Okay, now it's time to start. Let's get it done. Let's get it done right now. I mean, of course, both teams have their in-game superstars, like, you know, they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase for the Bengals, and then the Chiefs have, you know, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. So those are the two guys you got to watch out for. All right, so last game was a 7-minute game, or 7 minutes a quarter game. So this is what it's going to be. All right, so this is a little bit closer to nighttime. And this time we're going to make it clear, so let's do. At least I waited. Yep. But now the time for talk is over, and the time for action is now. Good luck to both teams involved. But yeah, Blade Charge, you were in the previous game, and unless you want me to spoil it, you can go back and watch the end game of it if you want. But if you want me to spoil it, I can do that for you, my friend. But it's up to you, my friend. So, if plans go, if all goes according to plan, I might be back at around this time tomorrow to do Game 3 of the National League. Whoa, did you guys not see that? They went through the wall. But then again, I think that's the most Bengals thing to do, is to go through walls. But no. If all goes well, we'll do MLB The Show tomorrow for the National League Championship Series. And that's Game 3 of a best-of-3, by the way. So this game is one game away from the World Series. But we're also getting close to another game series that we haven't had, and that's the NHL series, which we'll get to. We've already done the draft, so it's just a matter of, getting the players ready. So yeah, well, now that I kind of spoiled what game it is, so yeah, the Braves actually had, at one point they had an 8-run lead, but they kind of let it slip away, and unfortunately the Brewers slowly but surely crawled back in, and by the end of the game they won by the final score of 10-8. So now the Braves are on the. Now I would have to think that the Braves their backs are against the wall, but we'll have to get to that when we get to it. Hockey! Yeah, I look forward to it. I look forward to it myself, man. But yeah, after this game, I'm gonna do some adjustments for that game off camera. Now, the Bengals' success is all gonna come down to that man right there, Joe Burrow.
Sometimes that weight can be unbearable, but this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine.
I will say this though, I really hope at some point the Madden series allows us to pick the uniform, whether it be and not just limited to like home and away, but also like alternates, throwbacks, things of that nature.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And Burrow going deep, and what a catch! 34 yards! And to Tyler Boyd, great catch! Just like that, Cincinnati on fire. I mean, if that's the first play, then this is an indication of, whichever defense is going to show up first. Somewhat of, a role reversal from the previous game, where both offenses struggled, and you had to think that whatever offense would break out first would win. Well, now it looks like this might be the opposite game here. Yeah, that was a good pass, though. Yep, Wally's on the sideline. All right, so let me go through the offensive players or first the special teams for each team. Excuse me, I can't talk. So for the Cincinnati Bengals, you have the punter/kicker Clinton Flippin, and on the Chiefs you have Jet Strike. We'll get to the offensive players for Cincinnati in a moment. And they get the first down. And that was from Joe Mixon. Great job by him. And a tackle by Feck. Okay. So for the Bengals on offense, you have Remnant Elementor at right offensive tackle. You have Joshua James at tight end. And then you have Frostbite at right offensive guard. So of course, you know, with Remnant and Frostbite, they are protecting Joe Burrow, along with Cole Weston at the center. So those are the offensive players. So most of the offensive players are linemen, with the exception of Joshua James, who is the lone offensive weapon. More on the defensive players for Kansas City in a moment. Yes, you're on defense, because that was one of the things that they needed. And whoa! That could have been flagged, but I guess the referee didn't see that. Nice play there by Joe Mixon. And for the Chiefs on defense, you have, let me see, you have the linebacking core of King Feck, Brandon Cuevas, and JT Price. But then you also have on defense Jose Blanco and Diamond Light at cornerback. So, yeah, Jose, you're teaming up with Diamond Light for the first time, man. But yeah, you're on defense. Anyway, good throw there to... Wait, who was that who we just threw to? To Uzuma. Nice catch there by him.
We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
So yeah, Paul, Mr. Frostbite, how do you feel? I'm a well-built defender. Well, yeah, you were when you were a linebacker, but you're actually a tight end, aka a wide receiver that can block. So yeah, that's what tight ends do. They not only receive just like wide receivers, but they also block. But yeah, I was about to ask Frostbite, how does it feel to protect the great Joe Burrow? And that you're not the only person to do it, though. Got an injury timeout. Uh-oh. What happened there? Wait, was that Joe Burrow on the sideline there? I hope not. Oh, no, wait. He's still in. Never mind. Well, it was caught, but it was out of bounds, so that does not count. Oh, Joshua James? Wait, Joshua James got injured? Oh, no. Oh, well, I hope he can get back in, because, you know, Cincinnati will definitely need him, especially closer to the end of the game. Yeah, and it looks like without him, they don't have a place to throw to. Oh, yeah, and also we have another guy in AJ Cool Kid. I almost forgot about AJ. How stupid of me. No, AJ, wait. Oh, I forgot. AJ is the right defensive end. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. That AJ is in this game, aka the person behind Diamond Sky. But now it looks like Cincinnati has been forced into a 4th and goal. It looked like from what I saw, it looked like a sternum injury or something. And then this time around, Mixon was unable to get to the end line. And in fact, it was Cuevas that stopped him. So that just goes to show why they put Cuevas there, because they needed a guy who could tackle. So now that's going to force Clinton Flippin. Oh, no, wait a minute. They're going to go for it. Oh, man. Well, if they miss it, then Kansas City will have to start at the 1. Nice fake out. They faked as if they were going to go for a pass, but instead it was Hubbard who ran it in. Great play there by Hubbard, but a great play call by Cincinnati. Yeah. Let's take a look there. Yeah, great job there by Spain, Williams, and Weston. And by the time Cuevas realized it, and it's not his fault really, they just outsmarted him there.
I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
The call is to go for
Okay.
the extra point.
And extra point is good from Clinton, so Clinton has a point, but it's Hubbard who gets the 6 with that touchdown run.
And it ends with a Bengals score.
I mean, you know, and it's kind of funny because Cincinnati just did what, you know, what Hank Stram and the Kansas City Chiefs back in, you know, well, it was for the 1969 season, but what those 69 Chiefs did in the Super Bowl was they did what the Cincinnati Bengals just did. They outsmarted the big brutes. So if you remember back in Super Bowl IV,
And he returns this to the 22.
you know, Hank Stram, he came up with the
See offense set to go
65
ready for plays.
65 toss power trap. So that's awesome, man.
And when you think about
Well, the only thing I can tell you is that next show, for next, I can't even talk, next Blue Toad Wrestling show, we're going to start the Money in the Bank tournament. 54 men, 54 women, but only 2 Mr. but only 1 Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank, or Miss Money in the Bank, depending on seniority or marriage of said woman who wins. But yes, 54 men, 54 women, and 1 Mr. and Miss Money in the Bank. So that's what we're going to start, is a tournament. We will start with 54, then we'll cut it down to 8, then to 4, and then we get to the final 2, in which the 1 becomes the 1. And then Wally's like, sorry, Joshua, the trainer's looking after you, though. Well, so far, it will, you know, fortunate for, you know, Joshua that this is early in the game, so he should be okay.
Handoff as they run the counter play.
Anyway, nice power run there by Najee to get 2 more yards.
doing the dirty work right there defensively.
And a nice tackle by Drum Monkey. Oh, yeah, I should also go by the offensive players for Kansas City. Give me a moment. So, on offense, you have Najee at running back. And then you have and then you have right offensive guard, Biological. So they only have 2, oh yeah, and right offensive tackle, RSTV. I'm sorry, I almost forgot to mention. So you have Najee at running back, and then you have 2 linemen in right guard, Biological, and right offensive tackle, RSTV. So yeah, RSTV, you're on the field right now. And then on defense, there you see Drum Monkey. For the Bengals, on defense, you have Drum Monkey and Joker as part of the linebacking core. And then left defensive end is Mike Wasson. Defensive tackle is Wally Johnson. And in the secondary is Jamar Games. So yeah, Wally and Mike, believe it or not, Wally, Mike Wasson, you're playing right next to him. So yeah, you get to play next to, you know, Mike Wasson. So you have 2 giants causing havoc for Kansas City. Number 95, yep. So hopefully with the time that Kansas City is on the field, it'll help Joshua get back in, you know, for Joshua at least. But let's see what Kansas City does here. And Mahomes is going to go long, and what a catch! What a catch!
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for Kansas.
What a catch! And what a throw by Mahomes. Look at this. He's going deep.
What I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket.
And I didn't see who caught it, though, but that's what you have to contend with when it comes to Mahomes boy.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They hand it off, and yeah, just too easy. I mean, they knocked the ball out of his hand, but by the time he got in, it was too late. Great run there by Kansas City, and great pass to set that up. Yeah, it was Robinson who did that. Well, congratulations to him, as the Chiefs are but an extra point away from tying this game. But it looks like it's going to be that type of game where it's going to come down to which defense comes up big, or if they can get a big stop or a pick six or something, or at the very least set them up for another big score. Great play there by Darrell Williams to finish off that drive.
It's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
How are we doing in a good position right now? What do you mean, RS?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away.
Well, you don't have to ask anymore, Seth. I gotcha. Anyway, they get to the 21-yard line with that return, so good job there by Williams.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Anyway, there you see Jamar Chase as well as Joe Burrow.
Air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they
And in the meantime, there you see
starting backed up in their own territory.
Brandon Cuevas, the middle linebacker is more often than not the quarterback of the defense, the leader of the defense. You know, much like Ray Lewis and Willie Lanier before him.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you
And then you might also include Harry Carson as well.
But he was covered quite well, and that one's
And Mike Singletary as well. Okay, Bengals, we got the ball back. Just do your best. I'm on the sideline drinking some Gatorade. Can't talk.
Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal.
So, in addition to Mike Wasson, you're also with Jamar and Drum Monkey and Joker on defense. So you got those guys to help you, Wally. Anyway, nice throw by Joe Burrow, who caught that one. Uzuma, great job by him.
Would have meant that there was an incompletion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense.
Of course, you also have Feck and Cool Kid to help you. I almost forgot about those guys too. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the defense for Kansas City. Never mind.
He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now.
Well, I've already set up the card, so if Seth wants a bonus match, he can have it. Just let me know. In the meantime, a 3-yard gain. And I believe that's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And at the end of one, At the end of one, it is 7-7.
7-7, our score after one.
Hey, what's up, Jamar? Jamar, you're in this game, and you're on the Bengals on defense. Right now, they're on offense, but yeah, Jamar, what's up, man?
Second down at 7. From the
And
shotgun,
then,
it's
whoa, ooh, oh, that could have been intercepted by number 38. I didn't see who that was, but that could have been huge if number 38 for the Chiefs had gotten that one. But yeah, great to see you though. I would love to face.
They head to the line
And then
facing
Jamar
a
says,
third
"Hi,
and
Wally."
7 following the incompletion on second down.
And also, Paul is frostbite, by the way. I should mention that. Fumble! Fumble!
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here.
And that was AJ who recovered the fumble. Wow!
Every week we hear talk about
Big play there by the Chiefs.
in particular, they wanted to
Nice play there by AJ to recover the ball, but who knocked it out of it? Oh, that was Feck. Okay, so what happened was Feck forced the fumble, but it was AJ, number 94, AJ Cool Kid, who recovered it. Great play there by the Chiefs. And just like that, now Kansas City is knocking on the door. Well, now it's up to you, Wally. Let's see if you can make a play, man.
ball up to the 35 now as they come up.
And also if
First and 10.
Mahomes boy is going to take advantage. All right, so they hand it off.
Out of the gun. And they're able to get this
They hand it off to Najee.
down to the 25.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So yeah, great run there by Najee of the DWO.
Right back to him on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone.
All right,
of
so a
this
5-yard
offense.
gain.
We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but
I was checking my messages really quick.
on each and every attempt.
Second down at 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes gets rid of it, but
Gonna be caught by Harden.
whoa, wow, that was a huge mistake. I mean, great play there by Mahomes, but unfortunately, Hardman, he made some forward progress, but ended up going backwards.
Sometimes when you call a hit,
And instead of a first down, it's now 3rd and 3.
so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the
I'll tell you what, though, if Cincinnati can get a stop here, they'll just limit it to a field goal.
Mahomes looks to throw on third.
And Mahomes
To the end
couldn't get
zone,
it.
but
He
it's
couldn't get anything off. So,
But that was certainly
well, I'll tell you what, though, Cincinnati is lucky to have only given up a field goal.
took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third
The
down,
king of the ring
forget
winner.
about the sticks.
Who's that?
6.
Wait, are you talking about IRL, the king of the ring winner?
Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good.
All right, well, the field goal is good, so now it's 10-7
7.
Chiefs. So the defense did well enough to just limit for a field goal, so
Kicker's dream here
it's not the worst outcome, but
Isn't it? So to me,
you would not have wanted to give up 3 easy ones like that.
But in this case, the defense held out.
Oh, that would be Captain Danger. So, Seth, are you really sure you want to face off against, Captain Danger, a man who has been,
After the field
I
goal,
want to say, a
there's
3-time
Butker
Blue
kick.
Toad Wrestling champion? And a man who got those, and the fact that the man got,
And he'll go
2
down
of those
as his
title
drive will
wins.
start at the
as a result of winning tournaments. One was the Survivor Series tournament, and then the other was the Blue Toad Wrestling King of the Ring tournament. Yes.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in
All right. Well, now let's find. Let's find out if Cincinnati can recover, or if Kansas City can make another big play. But yeah, thanks to Feck, he was able to knock out the ball, and AJ was able to make the play. King the last Saturday. Oh, you're confusing it for the Mixed Tag Team Tournament Challenge. Or Sunday. That's not the King of the Ring. That's the Mixed Tag Challenge tournament. Not King of the Ring. That's a different tournament. I mean, I guess you got hit in the head a couple of times, so you might not have known, Seth Rollins. Anyway, great play there by Joe Burrow and to Tyler Boyd. I mean, Tyler Boyd doing a great job there. How was that not intentional grounding? I don't know. But right now, the Chiefs are ahead by 3, 10-7. Great play there by Tyler Boyd. Well, that would be Kyle Young. And he himself is a former Blue Toad Wrestling champion himself. And a completion to Joshua. Well, hey, there's Joshua. But of course, Joshua ended up going backwards by mistake, so he lost a yard. Well, I mean, so good to know that Joshua can catch the ball. Now it's just a matter of can he, go a bit more north. All right, but now back to this game here. Nice blocking. Oh, but he tripped over his own guy. Had he not tripped over, he probably would have gotten a wide open field. But nonetheless, though, 3rd and 6 for the Bengals. And for KC, if they can get this stop, they really take control and they can really put the pressure on Cincinnati at this point. Joe Burrow. Joe. Oh, that could have been intercepted, but it's incomplete, and that's going to force him to punt.
Blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City.
All right, so they couldn't down it, so it gets a touchback. But had they been able to down it, that would have been great for the defense. But instead, they're going to have to start at the 20 instead. Hey, what's up, Najee? All right, so Wally, you're back in, and so is Najee on the field, as Najee is at running back for the Chiefs.
That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a
nice jet sweep. And they managed to get 6 yards on that one. But yeah, what's up, Najee San? So yeah, you and Diamond Light, Feck, and Jet Strike, all of the DWO are on your team, as well as 6 other guys. But how's it going, man?
From the 26,
all right, 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's complete to Williams.
And a completion for a first down to Williams.
That's a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that?
There you see RSTV number 71.
Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They hand it off.
And he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up.
And another run by Najee. Great job there to set up a 2nd and 3, man.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And, well, an incompletion. A rare miscue for Patrick Mahomes. So this is a big play for Kansas City, but even more so for Cincinnati.
Always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker.
In fact, there you see the large Joker, number 53.
Now here's Mahomes.
And Mahomes, oh, they get the screen pass and gets by one guy. Fumble! And it was recovered by, well, wait a minute, he's still on his feet. He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet. And he could go all the way. Still on his feet. Finally taken down by Travis Kelce. And that was, who else? Drum Monkey.
And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
Let's see, what happened there? Oh, that was Wally knocked the ball out. He forced the fumble, and then it was recovered by Drum Monkey. And he ran it all the way back to the 9-yard line. So Wally, you knocked out the ball. You got a forced fumble. And it was Drum who, of course he would throw a literal monkey wrench. Well, now it's up to Joe Burrow to actually complete the job. Can they do it? And can Kansas City just limit them to a field goal? Well, they get it to the 2, though. Yeah, you did it. Yeah. And now it's the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
But Wally, how do you feel about the fact that you actually did it? And that, I mean, of course, you're happy that Monkey did a great job, but, and a touchdown pass to who else? Jamar Chase.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And just like that, the Bengals take the lead. And of course, Mahomes is not too happy about it. I mean, he could not be very happy with the fact that a fumble led to a touchdown for the other team a few plays later. I feel great. Although I don't think Jose feels any better, I can tell you that.
The try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line.
All right, so now Kansas City back with the ball again. And this time they get a much better return than usual, as they'll get to start at the 28. Yeah, very tense though. I mean, even though your team is ahead, but now it's up to the defense to try to stop Mahomes. I mean, they were able to get one, although if we know anything about Patrick Mahomes, you know that he always finds a way to pull it out of the hat. I mean, he always does.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And
on the slant, he's got Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
oh, for a moment I thought that was incomplete, but no, it's a first down. Okay, I wasn't sure at first. So a first down for Kansas City.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
But now they have a minute and 30 seconds and counting to get down the field to score any sort of points. And Mahomes is going to run for it. And well, and before he decides to go any further, he gets out of bounds. It's like, well, F this, I'm going to Denny's. So now you have the clock at 1:25, and Kansas City has all 3 timeouts to use at their disposal. So yeah, great run there by Mahomes, and he was like, oh shit, I better get out. Hey, what's up, LD? Well, I was gonna ask. Well, I guess I can ask you since you're the mother, and then also run it by Greg since he is your creator. This question. Hold that thought. As Mahomes goes deep, but it's out of bounds, way too far. Yeah, great to see LD.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
And Mahomes, another great play, and they had enough forward progress before going backwards a little bit. 1st and 10 at the 36. Okay, so the question I had, that I had was for next season, since we've already just started this one, timeout by Kansas City. So Kansas City calls the timeout before Cincinnati does. And it's at 1:01. But other than that, how's everything going in LD land?
1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And a completion and another first down. So Kansas City getting their first downs, and I believe that's their 2nd timeout, which it was, and this was to Tyreek Hill. Going okay, awesome. But I did have a question, given the fact that I do have an open roster spot, and that's for either Greg or for Matt Madison. Well, that's Matt Madison Jr. Anyway, great play there by Hardman, and nice tackle by Jamar, but right now, Kansas City is looking to take the lead back.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, Wally.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mahomes to throw once more.
And a pass to Kelsey, but he had to exit the end zone to catch that ball. Well, they have 1 timeout to use, so yeah, they're going to call it with 16 seconds left.
Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And a touchdown to... Oh, no, wait, was that a touchdown? No, he was out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds before he caught it, darn it. But it does stop the clock, so they have 14 seconds to run another play.
They want more than that 3. This could very well be
Give Cincinnati credit. They're bending, but they're not breaking completely.
Third and goal from the 1.
Can they get this one? They do.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And who did they get it to?
Great play there. As the first half is winding down.
And they got it to who else? Najee. Najee gets his first touchdown, albeit, yeah, it's his first touchdown as a receiver, even though he's a running back, actually. But he gets his first receiving touchdown, does Najee, as the Chiefs regain the lead.
Butker now to add the extra point.
It's the little ones. I see Matt Jr., and I believe that's Penelope.
17-14 lead.
I always see the original too, though.
Drive that time as they go
Yes,
9
you
plays
in
all.
Frostbite also, though.
Lines up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Well, you guys got, well, there's still 11 seconds left, and let's not forget that there's still a whole second half left to go. But the winner will take on the Rams. Now, obviously, the Rams, well, I was going to say they would host the Super Bowl, but they are hosting the Super Bowl, really.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Williams to return.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are doing pretty well. I mean, each team has made a play at some point, whether it was, in fact, both teams forced a fumble apiece. Like, we've seen Feck force a fumble, and then AJ Cool Kid would recover it, and that led to 3 points. But then Wally forces a fumble, and then it was Drum Monkey who gets a big return upon a fumble recovery. And wait, what was that? That was an interception by Hughes. Great play there by Hughes. I'll tell you one thing. Kansas City showing up on defense, man. Yes, this is the AFC Championship, and I may as well mention, Najee, that these are the final 4 teams from the year before, and each team has 10 players. So you have yourself, you have Diamond Light, Jet Strike, Feck, RSTV, Brandon Cuevas, Jose Blanco, AJ Cool Kid, JT Price, and Biological. Yeah, and I had to think that Joshua, he knew what was up. Oh, they're gonna go deep, but it goes out of bounds, and even if someone had caught it, it would have been out of bounds. So at the end of 2, it is 17-14 Chiefs. Knocked the Bengal out again because that was my favorite game to watch in real life. Yeah.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
All right.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead. And
all right, kicks it away. All right, so they're going to start at the 25.
And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter
so
number 3.
Now, as we get closer to the end, I mean, you have to think that if Cincinnati's going to win, they got to make plays against Mahomes, or at the very least, make any of his other teammates make a mistake, just like with what happened a little earlier. And then Wally, like the defensive leader that he is,
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first
taking
and
charge.
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And oh,
And this is incomplete.
okay, that was a bit of a bad throw there by Mahomes because that could have been intercepted, but nonetheless, though, that's a loss of a down. 2nd down and 10.
Open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All right.
Back to throw
Mahomes,
here.
great pass coverage, great pass protection, and they get a first down.
Across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's
They run it,
for
but this time they run it down the middle,
material.
and who's there to stop them?
A couple, and that's it.
Or limit it to just, 2 yards? That was Wilson. Great play there by Wilson.
I think the play gets made by the
But now
defensive
2nd and 8.
because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Williams going to get it again on second.
And they run again,
To go that time. He maybe got a
but who did he run into?
And this is why aggressive defense
Oh, they didn't even show who he ran into. I think that was Joker who got him, but I didn't see who it was, though. But
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
But now 3rd and 7.
Back to throw.
Going for a pass and a completion.
Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge.
And that was to Tyreek Hill.
First down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board,
They hand it over.
They need to continue to convert.
And 3 yards.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47.
Well, slowly but surely, Kansas City is now playing a more methodical drive. I guess they kind of feel that they might have to do that just to open up the offense.
You know he was trying to dart through.
Well, not a problem, Wally. In fact, actually, this is the only other game, and after this is it. So you wouldn't have to go very far, but nonetheless, though, it's okay, Wally. I appreciate it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They fake the handoff, and wow, what a run there by Najee. Yeah. Tell you one thing, Najee, how are you doing this, man? Right now, Kansas City is controlling the ball.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
This time he runs it down, and he knocks him down. Like, Hendrickson couldn't stop him, and Bates couldn't stop him either. He was only slowed down and finally taken down, but... And look at those gold shoes that Kelsey has. And then Wally's like, "Hi, Najee." They pitch it. And Najee with the speed. I mean, he's no Najee Harris. He's Najee Firefox, damn it. And of course, the head coach not very happy with the defensive coordinator. I mean, I have to think he's not very happy with, the fact that they can't stop this guy right here. Firefox, and if not him, Mahomes.
First down carry, it's Williams.
And Williams, oh, but nice running speed there by Joker. Joker was able to cut him off for just 5 yards, though. Just like the Giants, I have no idea how I'm doing it, but hey, keep feeding the ball. Also, hi, Walter.
2nd and 5.
But really though, have you ever seen a giant man like Joker do that?
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Although
And he's gonna get
Joker,
close to a
uh-oh,
first down as the
uh-oh,
tackle made
oh
at the
no,
Bengals'
oh
13-yard
no, no,
line.
no.
And
Oh, that's
after
not
getting
good.
tackled, he's
Not
still
Najee
down
just
and
hurt his
looking
back.
very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Look at that. There's Najee and uh-oh. I mean, we saw Joshua get injured earlier in the game, but he came back. But now that's going to take out Najee for a little bit. Hopefully he can come back. Does Najee sign?
And he will have the first down before he's tackled.
And
at
then
the 12.
CEH gets at least a yard to a first down.
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
So at least they're not short on talent when it comes to CEH. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
All right, so 3:10 and counting.
They'll run out of the
They
gun
hand it
with
off,
Williams. And they'll lose
but now it looks like the Bengals are starting to catch on.
13-yard line.
And in fact, that
Especially
results in a tackle for loss by Pratt.
2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
I mean, if you're the Bengals, you can live with a field goal, but if you give up a touchdown, well, it becomes a little bit more difficult. And he runs it down, and they get the touchdown. And Williams gets himself a touchdown. And Kansas City, it's not over, but they got a good stranglehold right now.
A little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest.
All right, well, field or extra point is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So now it's up to Cincinnati to answer back. I mean, they got to score a field goal and a touchdown just to tie the game. Well, first they got to score one of those two things, and then they got to get a stop. And then get the ball back and score again. So, a tough task, but the run game is working. Yep.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And their deficit a little.
All right, back in the game is Joe Burrow with a touchdown and an interception, but I mean, the pressure's on them. I mean, they've been down before, but now can they get it done?
You have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off.
And they get, did they get a first down there? Nope, 2nd and inches, but close enough. But they got to get the first down, though.
You see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 2nd and inches.
And ooh, almost got
Nearly picked off.
intercepted there, but
He doesn't
well,
drop
now it's 3rd
nearly
and
over
inches,
his
so this is a huge play for Cincinnati here. Because if you don't get this,
Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second
now you're in a bad situation. So you got to get this somehow, some way.
Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive.
They do get it.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And they got it to Joshua James.
Come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on
So
short.
yeah, great job there by Joshua to open up the field. And the fact that it took 3 guys to get him down, that just goes to show you that Joshua is a giant of a man. They hand it off. And unfortunately, Mixon just ran into his own guy, and yeah, that's not going to get it done. You got to know where you're at all times. There you see JT Price, number 93.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Burrow, well, does get a completion for some positive yardage. 3rd and 4. Third and 4.
Burrow will throw.
And they get just enough for a first down.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard. It's a gain.
And who else? Joshua James.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
35 seconds.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Out of the
1st and
gun,
10.
it's Burrow. This goes
Well,
out
he gets the
wide to
catch,
Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44
but it's 2nd and 7.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter, and at the end, it is 24-14.
So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after
And
this is the NFL.
right now, the Chiefs have this. They have this one in the bag, but the worst thing they can do is give up an easy touchdown, as well as lose the ball and then get scored on again. That can happen.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Burrow.
Burrow gets the ball off.
Hands of Mixon.
And does he get enough forward progress for a first down?
Last play, this time they
Nope.
double it and
A 3rd and 1.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They run it the other way, but I don't know if he got enough. Nope. They fall 1 yard short, and the tackle was made by Diamond Light. So yeah, Najee, your boy Diamond Light getting it done when it really matters, and that's on the tackle box.
Really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones.
Yeah, Diamond Light was in the right place where he needed to be.
Pretty successfully in this game.
So now what do you do?
So on 4th down,
They're going to go for a field goal.
the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
And they don't get it. Oh, that's going to really hurt. So anyway, I may as well mention to Wally and to most everybody else. I already mentioned it to some, but I'll mention it here. Next Madden season 14, is going to be the Madden NFL Battle Royal. How does it work? Well, in part, it works like a, what is it? It works a lot like March Madness with, all 32 teams in the playoffs, but each team gets one, and then for the bottom 8 teams, they get an extra player. So what happens is at the end of each game, the team that wins gets to draft or to take one player from the one created player, from the team that lost. So let's say if Wally and his team, the Falcons for example, if they win, they get to recruit somebody from the opposing team that they had just beaten. Conversely, if Wally's team loses and the other team decides to draft in Wally, then Wally has to join their team. And this continues until we get down to 2 teams for the Super Bowl. And we have a flag. What's this? And that's a hold against Kansas City, and it's against Biological. Yeah, you don't see him commit penalties all that often, but when he does, it hurts. So now that makes it much difficult for Kansas City to just simply run out the clock if they want to. So yeah, if Cincinnati doesn't make a comeback here, it's done. Well, Kelsey does get the catch, but it is forward progress nonetheless. But yeah, I just wanted to run that, or let you guys know what the idea was. I'll go into much more detail about it, especially after the Super Bowl. But in any case, let's get to it.
Throwing again on second down.
Mahomes trying to find somebody. He gets out of the pocket.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So, in layman's terms, Wally, you might very well get your wish, Mr. Wally Johnson-son. Right now, you're playing as a strong safety. So you're playing in the secondary. That would be the guys that protect against the wide receivers and tight ends when they do receiving. But right now, Firefox just running it down their throat. In fact, Firefox, Najee-san, whether it's running the ball or receiving the ball, they can't stop him. They just cannot stop the man.
On first down,
Mahomes gets chased out of the pocket. Oh, wait, fumble, but then it was recovered by... Wait. It was fumbled, but they managed to recover it, and that was... Whoa! Wow, talk about being in the right place at the right time. RSTV! Yeah, the Bengals didn't score. They missed the field goal, but RSTV recovered a fumble and kept possession for the Chiefs. My goodness. You talk about good fortune, man. I mean, because if Cincinnati gets that ball back, they might actually have a chance. But instead, Kansas City still has the ball. Although, well, that time he finally gets sacked. In fact, it was Wally and one other person that got a half a sack on Mahomes. Yep, there you see Wally. Look at him. Yeah, great job there, Wally. You got him. Oh, yeah, it was Wally and Drum Monkey who both got him. Great job, guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher.
Now it's
here.
3rd and
Third
11.
for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here.
Mahomes runs it out, but does not get a first down. Well, but I don't think that's going to stop them from getting a field goal. And in fact, coming in to kick that field goal is going to be your guys' boy, Jet Strike.
Everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. 2 minutes left.
Oh, 2-minute warning.
Football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Butker's kick here is good.
And it's good. Good kick there by Jet Strike. Or no, wait, I'm sorry, that was Butler, I think. I'll have to double check because I know that Jet Strike is a punter.
So
I know that.
Important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time.
What's your number?
Lock this game down.
I'll have to check. But right now your team is on offense right now. But
after the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Well, even if they score a touchdown, with the amount of time that is still left, I highly doubt that they will make the comeback. But you got to give Kansas City a lot of credit because at one point I thought Cincinnati was going to win this one, especially after forcing that turnover that Wally made, and then and then Drum Monkey going all the way down, short of a touchdown, and then they take the lead. But ever since taking the lead, Kansas City has answered with, ever since then, Kansas City has answered with, has gone on to take the lead, and Cincinnati hasn't scored ever since. And then AJ Cool Kid gets a sack. Great. I'll tell you one thing, for a rookie to come in, such as our good friend AJ. AJ with a great game. I'll tell you one thing. Not only does AJ have a fumble recovery, but he also has a sack, to his credit. Anyway, a completion to Jamar Chase, so great job there. Yeah, that's right. Jamar Games and Jamar Chase are in the same team, even though they're on different squads, but still. But yeah, Najee, the fact that AJ is on your team and is making plays like that, what do you think about that, man? And in the meantime, 3rd and 8. And a completion, and this could be, I believe, touchdown. Oh, hold your hats, though. This game might not be over just yet, though. This might not be over, though. But they have to find a way to get the ball back, though. That's the thing. But you have to wonder, like, where was this earlier?
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
When I get on a team, we lose.
No doubt about it.
Well, it could just simply be bad luck and nothing more. It has nothing to do with you, really, but...
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
I mean, let's not forget that amazing run that you and the Atlanta Falcons had, a couple of seasons ago, where you made it all the way to the conference finals, only to fall short. But you had a great run, but But I mean, I can totally understand where you're coming from, though. I get it. Not a problem, Wally.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they
Although, let's
needed.
see if they get this
Now 3rd and
onside
10.
kick, though.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Okay.
I know we brought
So
analytics
if
into
Kansas
the
City
game,
can make a
and
couple
someone
of first
said
downs,
that
they'll
the
win it.
data says that when a team's
But if
expecting
not,
an onside kick, 80% of the
then
time,
Cincinnati
the team
might get a
expecting it,
chance.
they
I
do
don't
actually
know.
recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They hand it off.
Some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bengals
Yeah,
will
3
use
first
the
downs
second of
should
their
be enough.
timeouts.
Yeah, exactly.
Head to the
I
sideline
mean,
to
really,
try
the
to
worst
figure
thing they
what to
could do
do
at this
next.
point is to go for a touchdown throw, and Cincinnati intercepts it. That would be the worst thing that they could do. Or fumble it or something like
The run
that.
got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They hand it, and that's a first down and a whole lot more. Man, they just could not take him down. Najee, Najee, I gotta ask you very seriously, man. Like, what have they been feeding you? I mean, I should probably be asking the same thing about, Drum Monkey earlier in the game. Anyway, that was Jamar Games who got the tackle on Najee, but man.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory in the cards.
Well, they're going to kneel, and of course, without any timeouts, they could just run this clock down.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should
5-hour energy.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down for a long time, but when you go on the road, that
All right.
Baker's
Well,
attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
Okay, so I just saw that you're number 27, Jamar Games. I just saw. But even still, that's the end of the game. And Kansas City is on their way back to the Super Bowl. But this time they have to face, so it's a battle between the last 2 Super Bowl champions. The current champions, IRL, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the champions before them, the Los Angeles Rams. So GG's all around. But yeah, Najee, you and Diamond Light are going back to the Super Bowl. And the last time that you were in the Super Bowl, it was with the Chiefs, and you won that time. But can you win again? This is the beginning of a new season. Yep. A short one, but a new season nonetheless. Okay. But give credit to, both teams that lost. They didn't give up, but in the end, I mean, Kansas City got everything they needed to do, and that's on the scoreboard and everything.
Good night, everybody.
And Joe Burrow, just like with what happened in real life, disappointed. Although in real life, some people debate that it was because of bad officiating. So, it is what it is. Let's take a look at the stats to end off this not just this game, but also the show as well. So Burrow had a slightly better rating than Mahomes. Of course, the only thing that hurt him really was that interception. But really, though, it was just coming down to it was coming down with who would make the plays. Like, who would make the plays, man? So you have Najee, who has 86 yards on 10 carries. And, of course, Darrell Williams had the best game with 2 touchdowns. And then Sam Hubbard had 1 touchdown. Someday, Jamar, you'll get it. I trust you will. One day. And then Tyler Boyd had 1. Jamar Chase had 1. And then also Najee acted as receiver, and he got a touchdown reception himself. And then how did he allow a sack? What the hell? That's kind of weird. And then, yep, King Feck had 2 tackles for loss. Yeah. As did Diamond Light. Tackles for loss are much better than just having tackles. Period. They're just as good as interceptions. And in fact, let's take a look at... Yeah, the only interception so far was from Mike Hughes. But then if we look at forced fumbles and fumble recoveries, let's take a look at that. Shall we? Or wait, I could just press the... There we go, much better. So forced fumbles, I mean, you had Trey Hendrickson and Jordan Evans. But then you also had Feck. And then for fumble recoveries, you had AJ Cool Kid in what was AJ's debut game. You know, because AJ had that, and he also had, a sack as well. Yep, he also had a sack as well. As did Drum Monkey. In fact, Drum Monkey had 45 fumble recovery yards. And then let me see. I did see, is RS on this one? Where's Mr. TV? Okay. Oh, it was Harrison Butker. Okay, never mind. And then Clinton had 1 punt, and Jet Strike didn't even have to punt, but that's actually a good thing. And then Trevion Williams, he had 118 yards. That's good, but of course that had more to do with a lot of stops and the no punt returns. But other than that, that's going to do it for our game, everybody. But yeah, everybody contributed as far as the Kansas City Chiefs are concerned. But with all that said, I want to say thank you so much, though. Yep, you guys are going back to the Super Bowl, indeed. And, well, thank you so much, Najee, and thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys around this time tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow if time permits. If not, it's okay. But if it does permit, I will be back for MLB The Show to do the third and deciding game of the National League Championship Series for that show. But until then, this is your boy Toad saying meow 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 meow. No, not just kidding. Saying goodbye, and God bless you. Stay safe, and and also just treat each other well. And until then, peace. And just be nice baby. Dun 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 dun. Oh, wrong song. I had the wrong song. Yeah, I wanted to do that. Oh, brother TJ, you're nuts sometimes. Yes, I am very nuts. That's nuts. Nah, just kidding. Until then, have a good day, everybody. Or night, whenever you're watching this. Peace.